What's going on, everybody? It's Kelly, and welcome to Sub Sunday number 48, 48, 48, 48, 48. Anyways, right now, Daquan, my man, my other, what the heck is this guy's name? My other host, he is having some severe technical issues. So I guess I'm going to fly solo until somebody decides to join or come and hanging out. So today I'm just going to basically talk about whatever I want to talk about, which I should start doing more on my videos. But sometimes when I sit down to do a video, well, I forget to talk about or what I was talking about, which happens every once in a while. It's actually really kind of difficult some days to do videos. I know you guys don't, from your end, you don't really see it as difficult, but it is actually difficult to sit here and go, okay, I'm going to talk about this, and then I'm going to talk about this, and then I got this idea, and then when I go to do it, that it just all goes wee butterflies out of my head like it was never there in the first place, which is really kind of frustrating because, well, I try my best to talk about some stuff like that, and it usually doesn't work out. So I'm going to go over little things of what I've been looking at recently. Right now on Amazon, Dark Souls 2 for PC is $27.99, which is a hell of a deal. Is a hell of a deal. You can get it for them for that much. Honestly, I would keep looking and get it cheaper, but hey, if you don't want to wait, there you go. You can get it $27.99 on Amazon. Let's see. The Nostromo edition of Alien Isolation is $44.99. Still not a bad deal. I only paid about $6 more for my copy, and I got the DLC, and I got all the DLC. Um, trying to think of what else I can talk about. There's a big season finale um Doctor Who was last night, and if anybody is a Whovian, then they would have watched it. And I thought it was absolutely wonderful. It was beautiful. It was done. I loved the story. I loved how they played it out, and just the an amazing um just nod to the Brigadier Lethbridge Stewart was I loved it. I thought it was so fitting for the Brigadier to do that and to show up, and it was just I don't know, man. I loved it. I loved it. I can't say anything more than that. I don't want to spoil it for anybody who hasn't seen it, but I highly recommend sitting down and watching it over the next couple of days. Get caught up in the entire series and watching it, and just sit down and enjoy the happiness, the just everything that was that last episode because it was amazing. Now, there are some people who were complaining about it, going, "Oh, this was so stupid. I don't understand Stephen Moffat. Blah blah blah." And to those folks, I say, just shut up. Just shut up. Stop blaming the writer. Sit down, watch it, and enjoy it. It's not going to be David Tennant. It'll never be David Tennant again. So stop wishing it will be. And to those people who are all stuck on David Tennant, you guys don't remember or even realize that David Tennant is like the 11th, no, well, technically the 11th Doctor, but he's number 10 in the numbers. But technically he's number 11 because of the War Doctor. There were a whole shitload of them before that got the series that long, and he did nothing but just keep it going longer. Christopher Eggleston is responsible for the reboot of the series to get to where it is. He helped it go along. Matt Smith helped that, just carried it even further. And Peter Capaldi is doing an amazing job. Oh my God, it's like watching the a classic Doctors almost, but in the newer setting. He is not a flouncy trouncy pretty haired boy running around with a screwdriver. No, he is the Doctor. He is definitely the Doctor, and this whole interaction with him and Clara is awesome. I love how they I just love how they're doing it so far, and they need to not um they need to not mess with it. They need to keep it going as it has been. And to all those little bitches that are all like stuck on Tenet, stop watching Doctor Who. Go back to your fucking One Tree Hill, and let the grown-ups watch something that's cheesy, fun, and science fiction. Yeah, And if you guys don't think that, if you guys don't realize that Doctor Who is supposed to be cheesy, you miss the whole concept of it being a cheesy science fiction TV show for the family, because it is very family oriented. And yeah, some episodes got dark. They did. They got really dark. But I hate to say it, but that's part of life. So yeah. Not that I got that out of the way. Let's see what else is going on in the world. Haha. Don't care about Justin Bieber. Let's see. You know what? There's nothing I really want to talk about right now. Recently in theaters, Interstellar just hit. It looks pretty fantastic. It's something that, a true science fiction movie that I would love to see, and I plan on actually trying to see it at some point. But we'll see what happens from there. I mean, it's one of those things I got to have that whole wonderful, fun monetary gain from it. Apparently, Macaulay Culkin. I don't know if anybody remembers who Macaulay Culkin is. Makes light of death hoax with Twitter photo. Let's see. Doesn't seem to be too upset about falling victim to a recent death hoax. False reports of the actor's death stated on the internet on Saturday. Macaulay rumors arrest and shared a photo on him. Interesting. So apparently somebody a weekend. Nice. So apparently there was a death hoax about Macaulay Culkin that he died, and apparently he didn't, which is fine. Disney's Big Hero 6 and Interstellar are out, and apparently, it outdrew Interstellar, which is interesting. I didn't expect that to happen. Diablo 3 cross-platform play is impossible. No seasons for console? What? That is the dumbest thing I've ever heard. Why is it impossible for cross-platform in Diablo 3? That's stupid, okay? That is just laziness on the programming stuff. Shadowrun, you could cross-platform. Fuck. Portal 2, you can cross-platform. I can play on a PS3 and I can play with somebody on PC. But we can't spend, Blizzard can't take the frickin' time to spend the copious amounts of little bit of money that they've earned already off of this game, which they've made copious amounts of money off of it, to do that, to make it crossplay.
Can you hear me, Kelly?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, it said I was muted.
Yeah, it's okay.
So, John, what's stopping you from actually playing Skyrim?
I suck at it. I'm going to be completely honest with you. I sat down and I've got 5 hours in this game under my belt. I am fucking horrible at it, okay?
I can help you.
I know, and you probably will at one point. I'm probably going to pull some people into calls, and we're going to talk about Skyrim, and y'all going to help me play with it. But I mean, all alone, man, I suck at it. I don't even know what the hell I'm doing, and I'm following quest lines and stuff like this. I have a mace that apparently I have to pump souls into to use its special abilities, and I'm sitting here going, I don't even remember where I got it from.
Okay.
I got a follower. I don't know where she even came from, because I know she came from whenever I initially got it, or when I initially played it the first time a while back. But
what's her name?
Something the Unclean or something like that.
I don't recognize that one. There's only one. She might be one of the house Carls. I know you get Lydia as a house Carl. With all the.
I can't hear you.
Lydia. She's one of the house Carls.
Oh, okay.
She's like one of the very first ones you get. But what level are you when you leave the fortress at the start? Almost level 2?
Dude, I'm way past that. I'm like level 11 or 12.
Yeah, but this is like character progression I'm talking about. Because basically by the time you get to the first village, you could be level 3 or 4.
Oh,
From the fortress to that first village.
Hmm.
before any of the other shit happens, you could be level 4 almost.
Wow. No, see, I beeline straight for the first village, told what's her face
Nice.
about her brother, and started chopping wood and making arrows to get my blacksmithing up. And
Doing it wrong for blacksmithing.
huh?
Yeah, if you want your blacksmithing skill, you go with the Legionnaire, because at the fortress there's an option. You go with the guy who's with the Stormcloaks, or you go with the guy who's with the Legion. And then eventually during their quest lines they become officers of their respective military. But if you go with the guy who's the Legion, he takes you to the first village's blacksmith. And that blacksmith will allow you to have access to his stores. And all the ignites that he leaves lying out during the day, you can just take them from his shop without it being considered stealing. So you can get a lot of the ignites that he leaves around, and he'll help you progress your blacksmithing skill. Then you can go do the arrow thing.
Okay.
Essentially, it's just an easier way to get your blacksmithing level up than going to the rebels.
Hmm.
Yeah, you probably didn't know you had a choice which guy you went with, did you?
No, I knew there was a choice. I just I went with the other group.
Yeah. Well, I've done both, right? So if you
Hmm.
go with the Legion guy, he takes you to the village's blacksmith, who's his uncle, and then
Yeah.
they'll give you a bunch of stuff just like the other people, and
Yeah.
it sends you to the same place in the end. It's just one will give you a little bit more edge to your blacksmithing. Then there's a couple quests within that city itself where you
Yeah.
can gain. There's one where you can gain a follower right out. I'm pretty sure.
Hmm.
But I usually end up just trying to kill them because of a later quest in the game for the Mages Guild, where you have to go get this special book that'll progress up your levels pretty quickly. But yeah, I can help you out with Skyrim a lot. You look pretty fucking confused.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind that. Because honestly, I got no fucking clue what I'm doing on Skyrim.
Well, you're talking to the guy who stood in the froze out in the cold
it's
like 4 years ago for Skyrim.
it's like New Vegas and Fallout, man. I knew what I was doing. I had no problems upgrading my character. I knew how I wanted to shape them. This game, on the other hand, I'm sitting there going, this is almost way too much that I don't care about, you know?
Well, yeah, that it all depends on how you want to build your character too, right?
Yeah, I mean, and that's the thing. I don't really have a basis of how I'm building my character. I mean, right now, I guess my character is in one hand magic, and the other hand is a weapon.
So
Okay,
that
so
works to a certain extent, yeah.
yeah, I mean, most of the time it's either the thunder or the lightning or whatever the hell it is, or a fireball, and whatever weapon I can use in my single hand that deals enough damage.
That's probably gonna be a sword. Your one-handed swords are the best for one-handed, followed by axes and maces. The sword
Okay.
swings the fastest. It's generally best. I typically go with the sword and shield, or if I'm going to be working my magic in my other hand, I have a restoration spell. So that way you're healing yourself while you're fighting.
Yep, that's pretty much what I've been doing.
Or you go with your two-handed weapons, make your character a strong character. Or you go flat out all magic, no armor. Which
Mm,
there's spells that make your clothing into armor for short periods of time.
yeah.
It's attractive, but you're gonna weigh less. You're gonna be able to carry a lot more because your armor counts against your weight, just like Fallout.
Okay. No, but what's with the books, man? Are the books of
Um,
any use at all?
yeah. Okay. So with books, um, you want to look out for a book that's worth about 50 gold pieces. So for each book that's worth about 50 gold pieces, it levels up your skills, your skill books.
Okay.
So like in Oblivion, I know you didn't play that too extensively, but you it automatically leveled up one skill. So like there's one called the Black Fletcher or something in a tower. I know exactly where to find it, and it will level up your archery skill by 1 point.
Okay.
The idea is your skills go up to level 100, and then once you progress your skills so much, you can add more feats to them and become progressively stronger with that skill. At a certain point, you can freeze time when you're aiming with your arrow, so it stops the guy you're trying to shoot, and you can hit him wherever you want. It's great if you're trying to make a long-distance shot.
Okay.
That and archery is one of the better skills if you want to kill things from afar. Because
Yeah.
I know how to get you the best crossbow in the game with the Dawnguard DLC.
Okay,
You build a masterwork dwarven crossbow
cool.
if you stay with the vampire hunters. And it is literally the most overpowered thing possible.
Okay.
I cranked my difficulty up to master, which is like very hard mode, and I was fighting dragons with this.
Nice.
And it was killing them pretty quickly. Then you've got...
I am gonna say hold on a minute, because I see a lot of comments about me and Skyrim. I am gonna say anybody who wants to help when I live stream Skyrim, all you got to do is show up to the chat, hang out in the chat, and as I need help, I'll say, hey, well, what do you guys think I should do here? I actually have zero problem with you guys helping me shape my character and play through this. So if you guys want to, whenever I start streaming this, I will make a new character, and as long as you guys show up, you guys can help me build this character and play through this game all you want. I mean, I'll be doing the playing, but we can all decide, where we want to put the skill points, how we want to build this character. So that's always there. You just got to show up. I'll probably tomorrow night I'll start streaming it then and do this a community build. Let's just call it a community build. So
and the other question is the race.
I'm thinking about doing an elf.
Which type of elf? There's 3.
A dark elf.
Oh, we can only be friends. Goodbye.
What?
Dark elves are... once you play through the campaign, you understand my hatred of dark elves. Or no, it's high elves. High elves are the ones that are bad. They're basically the evil class in this.
Okay.
You kind of look like you'd be ignored. You already got the beard going. You just have to live somewhere fuck cold. But yeah, depending on your type of elf, you have different racial traits. I usually like to play wood elf because they're better archers. High elves are better at magic. I forget what dark elves do, but you're definitely going to be noticeably different than everyone else.
Okay.
So you're going to go with the dark elves. So they've got certain racial traits, whatever those are. I can't quite remember because I never usually play dark elf. I like wood elf because they're the master archers. Or Nord. Nords are the tall, strong, muscular guys with beards, and they live in the cold because it's Skyrim.
Huh.
Or you could go with an Imperial. They're more charismatic people. So if I want to go up to Kelly and sell Kelly a piece of armor, I have a better chance to get a better price from Kelly for selling the armor to him. Or you can go with Khajiit. They look like cats. They have a better chance to see in the dark, and they're usually better with certain things. Argonians are universally hated, but they're better with being thieves. They're better at lockpicking and yada yada. And they've got a really awesome backstory where they used to be slaves and whatnot, and they rose up to become a natural race. There's about 9 races altogether. And a lot of their backstory is explained within the Elder Scrolls Online, but the Elder Scrolls Online is a bad game, so I can actually say that now that I'm not blinded by a non-disclosure agreement. When you played in their beta, there was a non-disclosure agreement that you had to sign to in order to play their beta. They left that a couple months ago.
Huh.
They didn't want people talking about the game until they were ready to launch it a couple weeks before the game happened. You're like, what the fuck is he talking about?
A little bit.
I'm a huge Elder Scrolls fan.
That's cool, dude. I can dig it, and I'm gonna do my best to play through this bad boy as best as I can. But I don't know, man. Like I said, I suck at it. I really do. I straight up I am horrible at it.
Can't be worse than Woody.
Um, I
Basically,
refuse
be
to
worse
come
than
up.
Woody's gamer tag.
Nice.
He tried it when it first came out, but he was going off his YouTube live stream comments.
Yeah.
And this is back in the day where he saw that shit like a half hour later.
Yeah.
So an hour later, they're telling him he was behind the waterfall when he was looking for a certain chest. But yeah, if you really need help with Skyrim, I can get you up to a good level.
Okay. Well, like I said, as long as everybody comes out to the Twitch and chats with me and watches, they can help me develop my character. I don't have no problems with that at all. Actually, it'll be a lot more fun if we do it that way.
Like,
Backhand, if
like,
you're still in the chat, I will I'm actually gonna make it because if like I said, if you guys show up, I'm gonna create a new character, and what we'll do is we'll make a community game where everybody can vote on something and agree on it. So basically, if we want to build an archer or a mage or a warrior, we'll do it that way. We'll just decide whenever we go to play it. So yeah. So Advanced Warfare is out.
yeah, I'm thinking of buying it this week when I get paid, or I guess it would be this week on Friday.
Yeah. I'd buy something else.
Well, the other choice is Assassin's Creed, but Assassin's Creed's not coming out at the release date for me. It has to be sold the next day.
How about Inquisition?
I'm thinking of getting that too, but I kind of want a new shooter. It's not Battlefield. Battlefield's horribly broken on PS4 right now.
Well, I'm gonna tell you this. You saw how I was when I played it.
Yeah, but you're
And
playing on PC, correct?
I am playing it on PC, and that doesn't change much.
Apparently, it's better on the PS4 and consoles.
Um, Unfortunately, when I say this is one of those things. But the CODs are actually better on console. They're built more for console than PC. Now, World at War, on the other hand, is the one exception because World at War is an amazing game on PC because just the sheer amount of mods and everything.
Yeah. Like, I could get behind that to a certain bit. I'm not such a fan of mods because it's not perfected yet. Like, you get horrible mods to make your computer crash.
Well, see, I'm not even talking about like gun mods or anything like that. What I'm talking about when I say mods is I mean zombie mods. Yes, because they've taken a mode that was only supposed to be like 2 or 3 things and expanded it to over like a couple thousand maps I can play. And to me, that is amazing. Because since then, not a single one of the CODs has had that much versatility in mods.
Yeah, World of War was a pretty good game.
What is your opinion on Sledgehammer's portrayal of COD? Backhand, excuse me, not Blackhand, Backhand. I have to say that I like Advanced Warfare. Okay, I do. Don't get me wrong. I'm gonna keep playing it, and I'll keep playing Black Ops 2 and Black Ops 1 when I can, and World at War because I do like the CODs. I'm not a COD streamer. I'm not a COD gamer, but I do like playing them. Okay. If you ask me to describe myself as a gamer, I will tell you I play a lot of other games, and I play COD. Now, as far as this particular COD, to me it feels a lot like Titanfall Light. Okay, let me explain to you what I mean by Titanfall Light. The exosuits made your character feel like a pilot. You were bouncing around. You had certain features. I don't know if there's any wall running on Advanced Warfare because I haven't tried it yet, but it's more or less has a lot of the feel of Titanfall and how Titanfall played and how it worked. To me, this is just my opinion, guys. Opinions are like assholes. Everybody's got one, and some stink and some don't. Okay, but to me, it just feels like Titanfall light. But otherwise, it's not bad. It needs some serious balance issues. I mean, seriously, some of the stuff needs to be balanced out. Um, I think the damn laser gun and the stupid like pulse shotgun should just go away because those are about the most annoying things ever. Um, Once you get used to how the game is played, it's a whole nother story. I mean, once you get the feel of how to play it, you're good. You're fine. I mean, you know how to do it. You start using the jumps more. You start moving around more. So it's just a matter of getting a feel of the game and how it runs. So yeah, I'm folding my laundry right now. I gotta put laundry away here soon.
Yeah, I haven't bought the game yet, so I don't know. Well, it looks like there isn't any wall running yet.
There's no what?
Otherwise, it doesn't look like there's wall running in the game yet from the videos I've seen. Because you assume that the YouTubers are already doing it, right?
Oh well, oh yeah. So I don't think there's wall running.
Yeah, because otherwise it would just be like this is a Titanfall ripoff.
Yeah.
I've never actually gotten to play Titanfall because I only own a PlayStation.
Well, it does feel like Titanfall to an extent. There are some things that aren't Titanfall, and there are some things that are Titanfall to me. But all in all, it's still not a bad game at all. What about Ghosts and Modern Warfare 3? Sledgehammer did the Modern Warfare 3 campaign. Hold on one second.
The campaign was pretty good. I never actually played through the whole thing though. Because I was playing on best mode.
I've played through Modern Warfare 3's campaign. It was Modern Warfare 2's campaign, just with a new skin, more or less. That's the biggest problem with the Modern Warfares, is it's pretty much the same campaign over and over again, and the story doesn't change much. But as far as I have mixed feelings about. Okay, first things first. Ghost was trash. Okay.
Ghost is trash.
Yeah, I played it on console, and I own it on PC, and I regret buying it on PC. I wish I could get my money back.
I regret buying it on Xbox.
Okay, but with that being said, that was just a trash game. As far as Modern Warfare 3, once again, I have some mixed feelings about it because it wasn't a good game either, but it wasn't as bad as Ghosts.
What do you think of the opening scene from Ghost, where you start playing as a family? It's been compared to the last scene of Modern Warfare 2.
Oh no, I did a video about that a while back. That they actually just took the cinema scene from the end of Modern Warfare 2, where
like the helicopter's going down, you knife the general in the eye, and Price comes and picks you up.
Yeah, and it drags you to the car. That whole sequence, they just freaking copied and pasted it. Yeah. And that's okay. I guess it was pretty smart, or they were trying to pay homage or anything. Either way, it was just a little lazy to me. But I don't know. Modern Warfare 3 was good to an extent. There were a lot of the multiplayer issues that pissed me off. But at the same time, I still enjoy playing Modern Warfare 3. I still enjoy getting the G36C or whatever the hell it is and running around and shooting people with it. There are certain features to it that I like. I mean, so I can't really knock at that. But in the long run, compared to Black Ops 2 or Black Ops, it wasn't a very good game at all.
No. The Black Ops campaign was much better.
Yes. I did enjoy the Black Ops campaigns more than that because, Woods was awesome. What the hell is his name? Woods. What is the other guy's name? Woods.
I remember being named Ice Cube or something like that. That was
Yeah,
his
I
nickname.
can't remember
You mean like
Ice.
the guy? His name started with a J. It's been a while since I
What
played
was
that
the
game.
main character's name? God, I can't believe I can't remember that.
I don't remember. I know his son's name was Alex or some shit like that.
Yeah,
You're talking about the guy who's always seen the numbers, right?
yeah, the numbers. Let's see. Mason.
Yeah, Mason.
Alex Mason. David Mason was his son. Okay, so I liked the characters. I liked the CIA guy that they didn't like in the first place. But they kept encountering each other and stuff like that. So I mean, all in all, Black Ops.
Wasn't he his handler?
Huh?
Wasn't he his handler?
Sorta, kinda, sorta. They were all in it for each other. They all had common goals and common things to speak about. And thank you, David Mason. Yep. Um, they had common goals, and that's why they were together at certain points in the story, not because they were handler or anything like that. And then with the whole numbers thing, it came down to um, he was trying to figure out what the numbers were to help fix the problem that was about to happen, which was the Nova gas.
Yeah, like I've played through the whole campaign. The only campaigns I've never finished for COD after I never played 1 or 2, but the only campaigns I've never bothered with to finish were Modern Warfare 3 and Black Ops 2. No clue what happens at the end of them. Like I know Soap dies in 3, but I don't know what happens in 2.
Soap doesn't die. Good lord.
I thought he was supposed to die in 3.
Yeah. Trust me, they'll have Soap back in Call of Duty Ghost 3 or 4 or whatever it is, because Ghost 2 is coming soon. You know that, right?
Oh, that announced the end of Ghost. As much as I didn't like Ghost, I actually did finish its campaign.
Yeah.
And spoiler alert, at the end, the main bad guy, you don't kill him, even though you drop I forget what it was called. It's this big missile from space. You fire a missile from space onto the train he's on, drop it into the middle of the lake, and it sounded pretty good. So your brother has to drag you and swim with both of you and your weapons to the surface, drag your body to a beach, and you're both severely wounded. But in the end, the main bad guy, I forget what his name was, it had 2 E's in the middle, something like that. Either way, he comes and drags you by 1 foot and says he's going to turn you to the other side. And it's like, what the fuck? I just spent the entire game trying to kill this guy. The campaign wasn't even that great. And now you're telling me there's going to be a second one. Because it was satisfying when I hit him from a rail gun or whatever the fuck it was from space. And it's like, nope.
That's why I can honestly say that the endings to MW2 and MW, Modern Warfare 1, 2 were actually very satisfying. It was the same exact freaking ending where he pulls out a gun or he throws the knife, but at least we got to see somebody get killed, and that's just crap. I don't know.
Yeah, like, I like my Call of Duty campaigns to end with something conclusive. Like Modern Warfare 2. You hit him in the eye with a ballistic or throwing knife.
Yep.
Very conclusive. Then it announces, yeah, we've got this other thing we're supposed to go do. That would be fine. Because it announces there's going to be a third game, but wraps up the game you're actually playing.
Exactly.
I want a good conclusion, and then, like, hey, maybe there's another thing we're going to do, so new game, whenever.
So I'm gonna switch paces real quick. We're gonna talk about movies for a minute.
Sure, I got some text.
There's this movie I recently saw on Netflix. It's called Snowpiercer. It's based off of a French graphic novel by the same name, Les something something something. I don't know exactly what it's called in French, but it stars Chris Evans, John Hurt, a lot of people are in this one that I didn't think were going to be in there. And the basic plot is the world came up with this idea to reverse global warming by releasing this artificial coolant into the air. And what it would do is it would help slow down the warming of the Earth and slowly cool us all off, so that way we weren't, baking ourselves. Well, what happened is it just went to the extreme and froze everything. It froze the world. And the only people that they know of that survived boarded a train. The train has about 1,001 cars on it, and it is made to basically travel the world. One full rotation of the Earth is 1 year in time. So whenever they get back to the starting point, 1 year has passed. And it's basically a closed environment where everybody can survive. Now, the story picks up with a character, our main character, which is played by Chris Evans, and he's about to lead revolution because they've been stuck in the back of the train for the last 17 years, been fed this protein crap. I mean, it'd been horrible lives, and they're sick of it, so they want to move to the front of the truck or the train.
What did you call it?
It's called Snowpiercer.
Oh? Yeah, not on Canadian Netflix. So go on with your spoilers.
Oh, I'm not going to spoil anything past that. I'm just going to say, if you can get a hold of it, I highly suggest it. It's spelled Snowpiercer, Snowpiercer. And it's a Korean film that wasn't actually supposed to come out in the States until next year, but Netflix was like, screw this.
Yeah, it's not on my Netflix.
That sucks.
Yeah, Canadian Netflix is really good about movies now. Like, if it was in the theaters 4 months ago, it's on my Netflix. But it's really horrible about TV shows. I'd like to see American Horror Story, not on Netflix. Game of Thrones, not on Netflix.
I never really got into American Horror Stories. I heard it was really, really good, but it's just one of those things I never got into.
I've never actually seen it. I don't have cable. I only have Netflix. If you put all the good stuff like Game of Thrones, Breaking Bad, Walking Dead, and had it currently running, so like the next day I could watch the new episode, or throw the entire season on there like they already do, I would gladly pay $15 a month for that. If you had good premium shows. Like we're talking creme of the creme shows that everyone's talking about. I would happily pay $15 a month for that.
Well, that's actually not a bad deal.
Yeah, but I want my Game of Thrones, I want my Breaking Bad, I want my Walking Dead, all that stuff. And all the other shows that are like on HBO, the exclusives. Put that on Netflix too. I'll gladly pay extra.
Well, HBO is supposed to be doing a live streaming service soon.
Yeah, like HBO Go, I've tried getting that. Not available in Canada.
Huh.
Yeah, like a lot of the good stuff that you guys talk about, not available in Canada.
That sucks, man. Oh, so here's another thing, another movie I recently watched. It's a movie called Machine Gun Preacher. And
that.
And it's about a guy named Sam Childers. Okay. And he was just all around not a great person in the world. He drinking, drugs, motorcycle gang, and something happened in his life, and he found Jesus, became a devout Christian. And he started going over to Africa to help build houses and help out, stuff like that. And he ends up in Sudan, which is where all that crap with Joseph Kony is going on. Or was going on, or still going on. I don't know, where they're taking, kids out of villages and putting guns in their hands and drugging them up. And he tells his memoirs, which is what the movie's based off of, is pretty far-fetched. It's talking about him, joining in the LSA and stuff like that, and helping them fight off Kony's people, and so on and so forth. Very far-fetched. And whenever all of this came out, the LSA released a statement going, "We have nothing to do with him." Okay, anything he says. But the claims he's made is pretty crazy. Now, in his defense, because I did a little bit of research about the guy, he actually is doing the majority of the stuff that he said he's doing. He went over to Africa and he built an orphanage, and he's been going out and finding kids that were abandoned and stuff like that, and bringing them to the orphanage and protecting them the best he can. So I'm sitting here going, I wonder how much of this guy's story is bullshit. You know what I'm saying? How much is he lying? Because if you think about it, he could be making up this far-fetched story to sell books and take that money and put it right back into the orphanage, which I honestly, I do believe he's doing that, because he has a church, he has his house, and his wife and kid. And the church takes care of his wife and kid, and some of the money goes over to Africa. And like money from his memoirs and stuff like that all goes over to the orphanage in Africa. So my thought is, in his eyes, because he's no stranger to lying or wiggling his way in to make this work, selling this story, getting a movie made about it, and getting the word out, worth lying, and to get the money to help these kids over in the orphanage. What do you think about all that?
It depends, really. I haven't looked into it too much, but if it's actually bullshit, that's not cool.
Look it up.
Okay. What's it called? Machine Gun Preacher?
Machine Gun Preacher. Guy's name is Sam Childers.
Not on Netflix.
I know it's not on Netflix. No, well, not yours at least.
Okay, I've actually seen it on Netflix before. I'm pretty sure. I've seen that picture. I've seen that picture. I think I've heard of this.
You probably have. You probably just went over it. But I mean, who knows? He could not. He could be completely telling the truth. I mean, he could be straight up not lying at all, and he could have done all this stuff. We don't know. Yeah. I don't know. But as long as he's taking care of the kids like he says he is, and the money is going to where it's going, I say more power to him, man. Lie up a big storm, get people to help, and take care of kids that, unfortunately, nobody gives a shit about when it comes down to it. The people over there don't really care about those kids. They do, but they're not going to do much about it. And if somebody can go over there and help do something about it, that'd be nice. That's nice,
That part's cool. If he's actually doing that, that's pretty good.
Yeah. So it's one of those things. It's like, do you bother investigating into what he says? Or do you just trust that he, if the evidence there that he is actually doing the part of taking care of his family, the kids, then I don't care. As long as he takes care of the kids.
So, I have an idea for a new segment. What's on Netflix? Or you can compare your Netflix to what's on mine.
I have everything that's awesome and you have shit.
Oh. Just looking at the top row of my Netflix, we have Blackfish, Old School, Scarface, Orange is the New Black, rated as the first couple options. Then there's Fresh Prince, The 100, and something called The Rundown. I haven't actually watched those shows, but I understand Fresh Prince is pretty good.
So you go to watch a movie, look up something in Canada, and does it if it's not there, does it say I'm sorry, we ain't got it?
Oh. Okay. Let me look up South Park. I know the movie's on there. I just looked this up yesterday.
Yeah.
Okay. Explorer titles related to South Park. South Park, and then it actually does say sorry, this is not available for streaming right now. But I'm pretty sure that was set for America anyway.
Hold on, let me look up something. No, it straight up says South Park is unavailable to stream.
Yeah, that's what it says.
I think yours says sorry.
Oh. South Park. Yeah, it just brings up the South Park movie. That's it.
Okay.
You even get that?
No, I just get the show.
Oh, you fucker. I don't watch the movie. I hate the movie. Because there's like a 5-minute song that says Blame Canada. I want to see the actual show, not the movie.
I hear you. Backhand. Currently, I have a slight obsession with Doctor Who, which just recently ended for this season last night. A series called About a Boy. For some reason, I can't stop watching it. It's funny. Hold on. Let me look at my list. I have a list of stuff I have to watch. Did I just recently? I think I already moved them. So it's About a Boy, Doctor Who, The Flash. There's another show. What the hell is the other one? Flash, Doctor Who, About a Boy. Yeah, honestly, Doctor Who, when it comes down to it, I'm completely addicted to. The Flash, I'm actually really starting to like it. I'm getting into it. It's a little slow picking up, but it's getting better. About a Boy is really funny. It's based off of a movie that came out in like 2003, and they just kind of ran with the series. It is very funny. There was something else I was watching on Netflix. I can't remember what it was. Oh, there's an anime called Magi that I've been watching. It's kind of based off of Arabian Nights, sort of. Okay, very very loosely based off of Arabian Nights. Like the main characters' name are Alibaba and Aladdin, and you run into Jafar, you run into Sinbad. I'm surprised we haven't ran into Sherazade yet and stuff like that. So it's pretty interesting. I'm kind of wondering how it's going to develop and what it's going to develop into. And they're portraying the characters pretty well. I mean, besides Alibaba and Aladdin, Sinbad is pretty much exactly how you would think he would. A lech and womanizing pirate, but also a pretty badass dude. Which movie, TV show, or video game can you not get anyone else to love like you do? There's a video game that I really like, and I want to stream it more, but nobody really shows up to watch it. It's called Death Trap because it's a tower defense game, and I really love tower defense games. I love playing them. It's just the problem with tower defense games is they are boring as shit to watch. Okay, they really are. And unless I have a constant stream of people talking to me on stream while I do this, I just sit there quietly, like click, 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 and keep going. So any tower defense game is really hard to get people to sit down and watch and love like I do.
Maybe Skyrim. I keep trying to get this Kelly guy to play it, but he's not playing it yet.
I'll play it. I'll play it. Chill out. Chill out. It's gonna happen.
So's Christmas.
Huh?
Said so's Christmas.
Yeah, Christmas will happen too. Oh man, I'm getting tired. Okay, so to anybody who didn't know that I had my bi-monthly drunk stream recently. It's where I purchase copious amounts of alcohol, and every time I die, I drink. Every time I get a new follower, I drink. Every time I get a donation, I drink. And this time I upped the ante. I said anytime there's a donation, $10 or more, I take a shot of White Lightning, which is what I was drinking because I got moonshine, thinking, ha ha ha, this is gonna be awesome, ha 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 ha, this is
So
fantastic. Anyway, so it was awesome for everybody else, and it was pretty awesome for me until I completely forgot what I was doing. Pretty much the last game that I remember playing is Black Ops 2. And I believe there was about another hour or two of stream afterwards.
Oh, come on, Kelly. If you go to my Twitter, there's a picture of Kelly before the stream started, I guess. I got it from his. I retweeted it. It's him holding 2 bottles of alcohol with this big old grin on his face. And then you should have seen him at the end of the night. It was hilarious. It went till like 3 in the morning my time, so it would be 2 in your time.
It was about 2:30 in my time. Man, I can't, oh, so much frustration right now with this. Ugh. I love my kids right now, but I'm about to string them up and pop them. I never mind. Anyways, yeah, it was rough. I ended up puking pretty much all over the place that night.
You didn't even do it on the stream. Like, remember when I was
No.
telling you about it on the Steam? You went to the garbage can by that fridge back there, and you're
Uh-huh.
like, oh god, I think I'm gonna puke. We all
Yeah,
question your wife's decision not to go to the sink. Then you can just wash it out of the sink.
Yeah, the sink wouldn't have been a good idea there. It wasn't deep enough for that amount of vomit
Really.
because there was endless amounts of vomit.
Well, that's why you get the tap going first. Then it's constantly washing it down.
Yeah, I hear you. Anyways, my kids need me to do something, so I'm actually gonna cut this short right now. James, thanks for coming and hanging out. Hopefully next week, Daquan will have his issue fixed, and we'll have the whole cast back, and we're gonna keep going from there.
Alright,
But,
go to twitter.com and follow Ward, capital L, Bet Death, capital B. Yes, I fucked up my Twitter handle.
That's funny.
Go follow me at Twitter.
What is it? Capital Beta? Bet Death?
Oh,
Ah,
yeah. No, yeah, it's not fixed. It's capital L O R D, capital B E T Death. All one word. I fucked it up. I don't know how. But it's Ward Bet Death. Go follow
That's pretty funny. Lord Bet Death.
me. Yep. I bet upon your death.
You know you can just delete it, right?
I can delete it and fix it.
Yeah, you could delete it and remake one.
That's a little too much effort.
Yeah. So everybody came and hung out. Sorry this one was such a short one. Thanks for watching. You guys rock. Love your faces, and I will check y'all later. Say goodbye, James.
Bye.